That's right. One trend line. That's all you need. I repeat, one trend line. And it can be very simple, but like Da Vinci said, beauty is in the most simple things, right? You want to you want to use simplicity. And there's a lot of facts about rules in trading, rules in investing, that if you explain those to a kid, it actually work. It's debatable. But at the end of the day, it's always trying to make the most complex of financial markets something that one can digest. It has to be tricky. So let me go to the charts, show you exactly what's happening. And if you don't know me, and this is the first time you visit us, are visiting us in our channel on YouTube or visiting our blog, my name is JR, and I'm the head editor and research analyst at the Market Surveillance Alliance. What we do there is that we're always tracking, with a combination of in-house algorithms. We're tracking capital rotation. We're tracking where's the volume, kind of something that it shouldn't be there, but for whatever reason is there. That means that apparently, and it seems to be the trend, someone knows, because at the end of the day, that's true. It's a fact in today's market. Someone always knows. And we're looking to work with those algorithms that I sort of kind of designed. Didn't code them, right? But I designed them because I know exactly what I'm looking, so we can play the market and move the odds in our favor. Okay, so let's jump directly to the charts. And it's no secret, I love Hawkeye Trading Tools. I love everything that I learned from Randy Lindsay and the team there with Nigel and company. But it's the most important, I want to go over what's happening. And evidently, you can think that we are at this point in time where you might expect a sort of like divergence. If you go all the way back to the great financial crisis, it wouldn't be a surprise if the markets are moving lower. That's not the science. The question is if you will be ready to size the opportunity. That's what we want to do. And the most important is not just that it goes up, is that you maximize that push higher and make the most of it. That's the key in this business. And for what it's worth, when things are good and we're buying calls and everything is fascinating, we can make 3-4 times our money, even double our money in less than 24 hours. It's typical based on the current liquidity. So we have to assess liquidity moving from this month. It's September 1st. So we have to assess liquidity levels, all that. But if liquidity is there, we will have those opportunities. Now, judging by what's happening here, everyone thinks, okay, we may want to make new lows. Is that something that may happen? Absolutely. You just have to go back to the high all the way to November 2020. I'm going to switch this to red because definitely if you have a breakdown, the full breakout, then your next level is the full liquidity all the way back to September 2020. So yeah, we may trade between 3,600 points in the S&P 500 all the way to 3,200 points. So how do you play that? Well, I picked one thing that happened yesterday. I was just chilling, watching the algorithm, see what was happening. And then out of the blue, believe it or not, someone dropped, I'm just going to remove the double screen. Someone dropped 500 million. Yeah, close to $500 million in AV's budget group. Now, the way I see this company, I don't judge. You have to make money the way you know how to make money. And for me, basically, this is just trash because you're renting cars. There's no real value to the economy. And what I think happened is that for a certain amount of time, due to the health crisis in 2020, cannot say the name because otherwise YouTube will kind of ban me or penalize me. But the reality is that this is actually looking bearish. And if I take a look at the volume coming from the Hawkeye Trader Tools, this helps me to have an idea that besides getting that rotation, that signal from the in-house MSA, Market Surveillance Alliance algorithms, combined with this, I'm kind of assess this is actually someone getting rid. They are unloading that position. In other circumstances, I will say, yeah, we have a chance, but I don't think it's the case here. Right? I don't think it's the case here. And the other reasons why I pay attention is if you look at the technical structure, you have lower highs. So that's bearish. And then you have a massive rejection from the top of the extension, which is 78.60%. Then a continuation, another rejection, minor rejection, sort of like a wave all the way from 61.8. And you have this massive explosion in the selling pressure. Therefore, that 500,000 yesterday, someone is unloading the position. Now, that's good enough. Now, how do I short this? A lot of people would like to, if you're watching this video, want to start a short position, but I like this videos to, when I produce these videos, is for you to have an idea how to play the game. Last video, we talked about PDD and the shiny stocks being hot and the fight in the Fed, and that will continue in my videos. It's time to fight the Fed. So you need to be sure where is the action taking place. Now, we have the ticker, CAR. What do we do next? Pretty simple. If I want to show the market, all I do, I buy calls and I buy puts. And I buy them when I have a little bit of an idea what's happening out there. So if someone unloaded $500,000 worth of stock of AVs, that's a big hit. If you were to do 50, I don't care. 25, even 100 million, but $500 million worth, that's huge. That's huge. So what happened here, I'm looking at October. So I'm going to let this play. I'm going to buy time. Yeah, also, I don't expect things to just cascade pretty fast. Actually, it will be kind of cascade. I don't expect to be just like the waterfall, right? The waterfall crash. No, I expect a cascade because this is a huge position, so people will start unloading. And now September being, as everyone knows on those social media players, some actually are really good. Everyone knows the facts. September is not good for stocks. So that's a given. What you have to do, either you're out of the market or you protect yourself and buy some puts. Now, a lot of people are down. Think about this. They can keep going down, all right? Don't think that they cannot keep going down, right? So I'm going to take this. The 120 put, it's selling for 189. Please pay no more than 250. I like to go for the spread and take a look at, so I will put some notes on the description of the video just to check that you know the spread. The spread is important because, for example, if you have a spread the spread is 40 cents and it moves $1, guess what? You only make 60. But why people trade SPY or QQQ, the Qs? Because it's just 1 cent. So if it moves $1, you're taking 99 cents as profit less commissions. Here, you will be taking only, if that happens, I'm not saying the case, but it's just to expand you in the character of understanding spread when you're buying and selling. So hopefully it's not that big, but pay only $250 if that's the case. Now, I always say, remember, this is a guidance, and I'm not going to read you the typical disclaimer, but as professionals as we have to be, and according to US laws, remember, past performance does not constitute future performance. And never go all in. And I know people see all this big changing, like money is changing your life. Look, if you are rotten, money will never change your life. Mark my words, you can make $1 million, and if you don't know about how to manage your money in 30 days, I guarantee you, in the name of God, you will be broke, okay? It's not about money. And you see a lot of people posting these big wins, but how many people don't post the big losses? That's actually something that they do very good at Reddit. They actually they put the jollos when they go negative. So guys, we have this idea. Remember, capital rotation, that's what we do at MSA. We kind of figure fast what's happening and how you can translate that into a trading idea. So I'm going to let you go with that idea for the day. Probably come back with another video, but you just have to drive. We're going to head into the mountain for the day, for a couple days, but I will be providing guidance and ideas. Also, remember, you want to actually watch our webinar. The webinar explains more of what we do it, and how, as you can tell, let's address the white elephant in the room. I'm not from the US. And yeah, I have an accent. So what? Here I am, guiding, sharing ideas. I have something to offer, and I want you to pay a little bit of attention. So go to the description of the video. I will make sure this time, if it's not right away, I will make sure by the end of the day is there, the link to our webinar, the Market Surveillance Alliance webinar, so you can kind of pick what I do. Hey, 5 minutes. If you like it, 5 more minutes. If you click with the whole thing, 5 more minutes, right? It's worth watching, and I will show you how I come with this idea. Avis, do I think it has potential? If it goes up, well, fantastic. But the reality is, there's no reason in this inflationary environment that thing should go up. But hey, you never know. So manage your risk and don't go all in. Remember, trade based on the size of your account. If I am starting, I will take one contract. Remember, I will be looking to exit at least 2 times my money. So if I buy 250, it'll go to 750. Potentially, that's where I want to exit. If I have 2 contracts, as soon as it doubles, I take 1 contract off the table, then move my stop loss, break even if it's possible for you, and continue looking for the next target. If you take, for example, 3 contracts, then what you have to do is, when you see 50%, you can take 1 contract. Then on the next 100%, you take 1 contract off the table. And finally, you exit at the last level. But always protecting yourself and always understanding that scaling out, right? Scaling out, it's proper risk and money management. All right. Thank you, guys. Remember, make sure you watch the video in the description of the video. Take a look at the webinar. Just watch it. Can I see if you click with my ideas? If not, hey, you're more than welcome to visit us in our blogspot and at the same time here in YouTube. Until then, never forget, someone always knows.